Welcome everyone to our second meeting today. How are you doing, guys? I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, we are doing good. Thank
We are
you.
doing good.
Good, thank you, Mr. Ahmad.
We are doing good. Thank you, Mr.
Great
Iman.
to hear that.
How are you doing, Mr. Iman?
Alhamdulillah, fine. Thank you, Mr. Zar. And so now I think we should go to our main subject and main point. Let's talk about today's meeting objective. Can I ask the Occupational Health and Safety Officer to summarize the previous meeting?
Yeah, sure, Mr. Emma. Thank you. So in the agenda of our previous meeting was to make the workplace safe from coronavirus, which is COVID-19. And the second item was to adjust to the new work norm. And we also discussed about the other businesses. So the Occupational Safety and Health Officer, which is myself, and the Infrastructure and Maintenance Officer, Ms. Noor, explained on how to make the workplace safe from COVID-19. The ideas proposed was arranging way of entry and exit, maintaining social distance while working, providing sanitizers, and etc. And then it was followed by the training officer, Mr. Zarif. He explained on ways to adjust to new work norm. He also mentioned that he will give training to the employees on how to install certain software on their own laptops or computers. Then the finance officer presented about the company finance during the pandemic. For other businesses, we cleared that there is no salary cut off for the workers during this pandemic. That's all from the previous meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mina, for your explanation and detailed information. Now let's move on to today's agenda. I would like to ask the training officer to present about that.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Iman. Hi, welcome everybody. All right. So into this agenda, we have to re-update, or we have to from the previous one, we need to do a new, or not a new update on our previous meeting, which is for example from the OSH from Ms. Mina department regarding the SOP, and then how about the update. All right, so for the finance and about the infrastructure also, as well as my department, and in my department, I've done the proper rotating system schedule in our department, which is our staff can rotate or shift to monitor our employees from at home or even in the office. So okay, that is our meeting agenda. So yeah, maybe there's a question from.
Yeah, I would like to ask a question. So in the previous meeting, I've raised a question about providing laptops for our employees, for those who are not having laptops at home. So is there any update about that?
Okay. Maybe Mr. Abdul can explain about this from finance department.
Yeah, about providing laptops these days, I think it's gonna be really difficult since the pandemic. And as I mentioned before, when all the head departments give me the details about their staff and the employee, I noticed that would be really difficult for the company to provide all that these days, since we don't want to cut any salaries from the employees. So we better hold on to that once the things get a little bit better. And I have some more suggestions, but
maybe we can provide the computers of their own computers at the office, right? We can provide that to them.
Okay, so you want the company, you mean, to let the staff take the company's computers and laptop and take them. Sorry, what happened to the meeting?
Okay.
Is the meeting going to stop or something?
No. Just continue.
Okay, so you want us to let the staff take the computers or laptops company with them home?
Yeah.
For me, I don't think this is a good idea.
Okay.
It's gonna
Okay,
be
if
to do that.
you think that is not good, so what is your other alternative?
As we can continue working with less staff, and they can come and keep working, but we need to do more strict rules about coming to the company, about being tested, and they provide their own masks and sanitizers. And I think for more details, I'm waiting for the infrastructure officer to continue with that, so we can get more idea about it.
And now let us.
Sorry for interrupting, but for that about giving the worker laptop or something like that, as the finance officer said, it may be difficult for the company to do that, but I would like to suggest, I think all employees may already have their laptop actually, but the problem may be the internet. So maybe the company can offer like a hotspot for them, so the internet will not have a problem for the workers, so they can work from home. I think they already have their laptop, most of them, maybe. Yeah, if the company can offer the hotspot or internet, so employee can use that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I believe most of the staff have their own personal laptops or computers at home. If we would do a survey about it, and I will ask again the head departments to give us surveys about their staff and if they have already or not. And what about when they come work at the company? How the rules gonna be?
Well, not all the employee will be allowed to enter the company, as we already said. That will be the employee will be not all the worker from all department will attend the company. So we will make it a limited number from the employee, and also the working time will be like from a limited time. So yeah, and I want to explain more about the detail of the SOP, the standard operating procedure for our new work norm. First, I already made a schedule for our office sanitizing to increase the hygienity of our office. Second, I already made the QR code for our employee at entrance to keep in track the attendance of employee, as all employees should scan the code or they will not be allowed to enter the office. Next, what?
Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Next, at the working area, I already also made the X sign, which represent that no people allowed to sit here, to make sure that the employee follow the 1 meter physical distance. And I would suggest that employee bring their own meal from home to avoid crowded cafeteria. And also don't forget that meeting physically is not allowed at the moment. So therefore, all the meetings should be conducted virtually. Last thing, the most important thing is the health screening for all employees. I think we need that. Okay, and I think that's all from me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. No, for your detailed explanation. Let's proceed with the finance officer to explain.
Sorry to interrupt.
I think Ms. You have something.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I have a questions before that. So I would like to ask Ms. Noor, Even we are having only 20% of the employees at the moment to work at the office, but still I feel like it is a lot of number. So having only one way entry and exit may be crowded, and it may affect the employees. So is there any alternative or any solution for that?
Well, at the first, we suggest that it will be only one entrance, as you said, because not all employees will be at work, and as the training officer said, it will be a rotating. Yeah, there's a rotating schedule, so we don't think it will be that crowded. But if you said as a health officer that it's still crowded, so maybe we can increase it to two entrance. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Thank you, Ms. No and Mina. Now, can we proceed with the finance officer if he has something to add?
Yeah, sure. So what Ms. Noor will provide for the company is really helpful, will make us know all the details about our staff, and we will try to avoid any other troubles as much as possible. And I just want to say, I suggested before we will provide the necessary things for the virus so we can protect. I don't think we can do that now also. So, and I think it's better if all the head departments ask their staff and all the workers to provide their own stuff, their own masks, their own sanitizers, because they will protect it and they will take care of them more as they take care of the company, what the company provide. So what we notice in the company most of the time, all the companies' belongings, they don't be took care of as their personal stuff. So if they provide their own things, it will be better for that. And for the test, I think since the government provide since the government provide the way you can be tested, so it's gonna be better for us to bring any health insurance or anyone to come test all the employees. It's gonna be really costly for our company, and I'm trying to avoid any payments these days.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Any additional information or objection, Mr. Zar?
No, from me, but I believe Miss Mina from Occupational Safety and Health Department have something to present about the standard operation procedure, and yeah, you are welcome, Miss Mina.
Okay.
Sure, thank you, Mr. Zarif. So I will present my slides first.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Mina.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Take your time.
Okay, so these are my slides. So this slide is about the update from Occupational Safety and Health Department. So the first important thing is we have prepared the official letter about the SOP that needed to be followed at our workplace, and we have distributed and emailed this to our employees. So the main points in this letter is about maintaining the social distance, wearing mask all the time, maintaining hand hygiene, and also sitting 2 seats away from each other. As Ms. Noor said earlier, there will be an X cross on the seats, so they will be sitting 2 seats away from each other. And then we will be doing a briefing on proper disinfection procedure. So on the first day of work, the employees will be having a briefing from our department members. In this briefing, we will explain about how to disinfect properly, how to use personal protective equipment, and also other details like avoiding activities to keep them safe from a coronavirus infection. Adding on to that, we also will educate the employee on the signs and symptoms of coronavirus, because we want the employee to be aware of the symptoms so they can update our department if there is any symptoms, they are facing any symptoms. So following that, we are also doing continuous monitoring of health, which is health screening of the employees. So every day before entering the work, the employees will have to fill in their details in a link. We have provided the link to them. In that link, we will be asking a few questions like if they have visited any high risk area, if they had any close contact with anyone having coronavirus infection recently, or having any signs and symptoms of coronavirus infection. So here I have attached the example of screening form. As you can see, we will be asking for their details like email address, employee ID, name, and etc. And then we also ask for their temperature and further questions like if they are having any symptoms or anything. And then apart from that, we also focus on sanitizing and disinfection. We informed the authorities to make sure that frequent sanitizing will be done all over the workplace. And we also make sure that sanitizer is provided at every common areas of the workplace, like pantry, meeting room, and especially lift, as everyone use the lift very frequently. And that's all from my department. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mina, for your detailed explanation. Anyone would like to ask something or objection?
Yeah, I want to ask Ms. Nina. I before I recommended that each worker bring their own meal, so to avoid crowded cafeteria. So, but actually, I want to ask: would you like recommend that the cafeteria will be open for worker, or actually it will be closed during this situation?
Actually, it can be open. There is no issue in opening the cafeteria because it's not possible for not possible or not comfortable for every employee to bring their own meal. But we can recommend them to bring that if they are able to do so, so they can avoid the crowd at the cafeteria.
Okay, I
Yes,
agree
good
with that.
idea.
Thank you.
Ms. Nina present this. So we might put an exception for sanitizers. So the company must provide sanitizers. So I will put exception for that.
Or maybe the sanitizer that around the company will be provided by the company, but the one for each employee, they can bring it by themselves.
Yeah,
So the company will not offer each one. It will be around the company.
Yeah, it will be at the
Yeah.
common areas like the entrance. I like that. It won't be provided to every employee.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Any additional information before we end our meeting?
I have more suggestion about doing an open up for other businesses if possible.
Okay.
And this, I think, is going to be a good idea for our cash flow to increase it more, to avoid any inconvenient payments or anything. And I hope everyone vote for that.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Abdul.
Thank you all, guys. With that being said, thank you for listening to us and paying attention. And I hope you all enjoy our meeting today. And thank you again. Be safe and
I think Ms. Noor won.
Yeah, I think I want to summarize our meeting. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. No.
Okay. Okay. Let's look at what we have decide in this meeting. First, we have decided on how the standard operating procedure will be conducted. Second, we also have a proper rotating system schedule from the training officer. Lastly, we already heard a complete report from each department later, and I think that's all. Okay, and if we need to conduct any other meeting, I will inform you all by email. Yeah, I think that's all for our meeting today. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.
Yeah, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. No, for your detailed explanation. And thank you all for your listening to us. I hope you subscribe to our channel. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.